Shalom, shalom, and welcome. This is Yasharal, Living Orders and Commands. It is an end-time series to those who seek to do the will of the Almighty Creator, the Almighty Father. It is a message to both Hebrews and Gentiles, or Abri and Goyim, other nations, grafted together as one in Yahushua Messiah, under one banner, one nation, Yasharal. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Symmanayah, and today is February 13th. This segment is entitled Waiting versus Avoiding. Waiting versus Avoiding. My brothers and sisters, if you're tuning in for the first time, or if you ever wondered, what I tend to do is type up the words I am compelled to present. And then I read what I have typed. I add as I am directed, or I skip over what I believe is necessary as I present these messages to you, my brothers and sisters. And before I get into this segment, something I did not have typed up, but I was compelled to bring to your attentions as it relates to waiting and avoiding. Many of us by now have heard the words, you're not going to find a perfect camp, or you're not going to find a perfect church, or you're not going to find the perfect fellowship or group or assembly. I submit to you, nowhere in Scripture are we ordered to promote or echo such wicked words. Now some will say, these words are true, but I submit to you, these words have and will continue to promote a sense of slothfulness, laziness, a sense of weakness and unbelief. For the Scriptures instruct us to pursue set apartness, to worship and obey the Most High Father, and do not relent to pursue and focus straightway on Him. Scriptures inform us that deliverance will come from strongholds and wickedness. Scriptures inform us that the Most High will send His set-apart Spirit to teach us and guide us and to remind us. But all too often, my brothers and sisters, we fail to recognize the importance of believing the words of the Most High and trusting Him. So we waddle in, we succumb to, we stick around in compromising camps and teachings, knowing that they are wrong and wicked, knowing that it's some things that they are presenting that does not add up to set apartness, all under the guise we're not going to find a perfect assembly. How many of us have given thought that because we spend so much time in compromising camps, teachings, and assemblies, that we've given our time over to compromising wickedness, opposed to devoting that time to get to listen to the voice of the Spirit of Yahushua, waiting for Him to make clear our next step and responding to Him? Believe it or not, we are avoiding demonstrating trust and belief when we continue to fester and waddle and marinate in compromising camps. My brothers and sisters, we are wasting time when we succumb to the words, you're not going to find a perfect camp. Let us find Yahushua Messiah, and let us lift Him up, and let us work towards maturity in Him, and watch and believe and trust that the Almighty Father will bring the set-apart children of obedience together like never before. Soon proof will come on this matter. With that said, my brothers and sisters, there's no doubt in my mind that many of us have taken positions where it is obvious that instead of waiting, we prefer avoiding the details from the Most High regarding end-time prophecy fulfillment. Believe it or not, there's a difference in waiting. For in waiting, our focus comes with hunger and expectancy, and moving about and responding intermittently to His living orders and command. But in avoiding, we consume time. We demonstrate neglect. We succumb to distraction with little to no expectations regarding the present, let alone the future. I have no doubt it is extremely challenging to accept that we are in the generation of the final days described in Scriptures as birth pains. I have no doubt that we wrestle with believing the living orders and commands. that come before our ears, that sometimes come through a brother or sister, a child, or someone we least expected. Sure, the complexity of our lives come with enormous challenges, and we are bombarded with many different interpretations of scriptures as well as beliefs, practices, and behaviors. But remember, my brothers and sisters, the Almighty Father Yahuwah, He knows all. He sees all and hears all and more. If we search the scriptures with an earnest heart and mind to discover Him, to worship and obey Him, we will come to find the life in these scriptures. We will come to clearly understand what is meant by being set apart, what it means to wait versus avoiding the presence, the living orders and commands of the Most High. Know this, O listener, to these words. There will be no excuses. No one will be exempt from active participation, save those who are put to sleep, who will face physical death. The decision that remains to be confirmed is whether we will be among the children of obedience or those who fall into the snare of the wicked one. As I have stated and will continue to state, that forced transitions, forced migrations are coming, and end times will become intense. It will become more and more clear to those who will fulfill what is written. It will be wise to begin to identify what the Spirit of Yahushua is ordering of you. It will be wise to identify the life in the passages I'm about to read. Ecclesiastes 3 verses 1 through 8 reads, "For every matter there's an appointed time, even a time of every pursuit under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to slay and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to throw away stones, a time to gather stones, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to seek and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for battle and a time for peace." Seek the life in these words, my brothers and sisters, for we have appointments that we will keep. Hebrews 9:27-28 says, "And as it awaits men to die once, and after this judgment, so also the Messiah, having been offered once to bear the sins of many, shall appear a second time apart from sin to those waiting for him unto deliverance." And be mindful of Hebrews 11:1 and 2, as well as Hebrews 11:6. Hebrews 11:1 and 2 says, "And belief is the substance of what is expected, the proof of what is not seen, for by this the elders obtain witness." Hebrews 11:6 says, "But without belief it is impossible to please him, for he who comes to the Almighty One has to believe that he is, and he is a rewarder of those who earnestly seek him." My brothers and sisters, end times are real. Though we are insensitive or unaware of the degree of the wrath of the Almighty Father that is unfolding, this will soon come to an end as conditions enlarge across the planet, as they begin to reach our doorsteps. The reality is there is much work to be done, and it is not based on our personal scope of what's occurring within our immediate presence. The wrath of the Almighty Father Yahuwah has begun and will enlarge with each passing day. We will come to see that our fresh air, fresh water, food supply, and living places are being reduced globally. We will soon wake up and come to the realization that pestilence and disease is on the rise like never before witnessed. Believe it or not, we have an appointed time, a time to keep. And for those who will be among the 144,000 in multitude, we will be refined. We will come to recognize the many details necessary for our final exodus. Yasharal will be gathered from the four corners of the earth. Are you prepared for movement? Are you ready to begin to migrate towards that appointed place? Are you, at the very least, prepared to accept that you, yes, you, O listener to these words, may just may indeed be among the ranks of those gathered from the four corners of the earth. You may be among those who are chosen to lead, pray and watch. Are you among those waiting with expectation and responding intermittently to the living orders and commands going forth from the Spirit of Yahushua? Are you in the ranks of the unbelieving, those who neglect duties, individuals overtaken by wickedness, those avoiding the works of set apartness? Keep in mind there's a difference between waiting and avoiding, my brothers and sisters. Let me read to you Matthew 25, verses 1 through 14, as I believe it relates to being prepared or preparations. It reads as follows. Matthew 25, 1 through 14. The reign of the heavens shall be compared to 10 maidens who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise and 5 foolish. Those who were foolish, having taken their lamps, took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their containers with their lamps. Now while the bridegroom took time, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight a cry was heard, See, the bridegroom is coming, go out to meet him. Then all those maidens rose up and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, Give us your oil, because our lamps is going out. But the wise answered, saying, No, indeed, there will not be enough for us and you. Instead, go to those who sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the wedding feast, and the door was shut. And later the other maidens also came, saying, Master, Master, open up for us. But he answered, said, Truly, I say to you, I do not know you. Watch therefore, because you do not know the day nor the hour in which the Son of Adam is coming. For it is like a man going from home, who called his own servants and delivered his possessions to them. My brothers and sisters, are you prepared? Or are you at the very least beginning to discuss among one another preparedness? Or are you avoiding the presence of the living Savior Yahushua working in us, one towards another? Are you avoiding his living commands? Are you avoiding the need to pursue clear directions? Are you avoiding his living orders and commands? Are you fighting? Is it unbelief that has taken you in a snare? Are you seeking to discern when the Spirit of Yahushua is speaking to you in spirit or through another? Are you aware that the Spirit of Yahushua will speak through another? Are you one who grabs whatever scriptures that make you feel good in order to avoid responsibilities? Are you one who's holding on to Matthew 25:13, which reads, Watch therefore, because you do not know the day nor the hour, so therefore you're using that as an excuse to do nothing? Pray and watch. Those ordered to fulfill the final exodus will be delivered from such strongholds. Do not forget the following verse. 1 Thessalonians 5:4, But you, brothers, are not in darkness, so that this day should overtake you as a thief. Keep in mind, my brothers and sisters, we are instructed not to worry. We are instructed not to be afraid. But many have spoke so boldly regarding fear, but they avoid saying that they fear Yahuwah, the Almighty Father and Creator. And scriptures tell us that the fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of knowledge and wisdom. Let us begin to fear the Almighty Father and seek to hear what his living words are saying to us, O Yasharal. There will be balance among the children of obedience. We will come to be known as the children of Yahuwah, the children of obedience, those who will be among the ranks of the 144,000 in great multitude. Those who are not appointed to the wrath of the Almighty Father will become visible to the world. What is your position, O Yasharal, O listener to these words? Waiting versus avoiding. There's a difference. One, waiting functions as being in a position of expectation, moving or acting intermittently as the Spirit of the Most High, as the living orders and commands are given and obeyed. We move, we be still. We move, we be still. We speak, we be silent. We are ordered to obey. We will be gathered. We will know when to speak and when to just wait for the proof to come. Just as in many other times, we will come to know what is expected. My brothers and sisters, there's much work ahead of us. We will soon witness that the Almighty Father will win this battle between our stiff-necked and rebellious behavior versus his living commands. We will come to witness what is expected of him, what is ordered of him, and what will be done. There is no might or maybe towards end-time prophecy being fulfilled. Therefore, there will be those who will fulfill the task, who will obey, who will respond to living commands from the Almighty Father. And it is you, my brothers and sisters, who may be surprised. It is I. There will be many of us who will be surprised that we will yield to living orders and commands. We will be surprised of our identities and our positions as it relates to end-time prophecy fulfillment. Either way, end times are here. Please, my brothers and sisters, seek earnestly the living presence of the Most High. There is information brought before us, and there will be no excuses, none whatsoever. Until next time, my prayers are with you, with us. I pray that you are experiencing good health, that you understand what shalom or peace of mind, that you understand that comfort will come in understanding what must be done and what will be done, and walking in obedience. Pray and watch, my brothers and sisters. Until next time, I invite you to continue tuning in to Yasharal, Living Orders and Commands. Pray and seek to discern only what is set apart. Whatever is not set apart, disregard it. Throw it out as trash, as waste. But what you come to discern and come to realize that is set apart, know this, that Isaiah 55:11 holds true, that any word from the Almighty Father will do what it set out to do. It will not return to him empty nor void. With that said, my brothers and sisters, continue to press on into set apartness. I salute your patience, your tolerance, and your love and zeal to pursue set apartness. Until such time as next time, shalom, shalom, shalom.